Today, Friday the 13th. Um, Chronic problems. Well, it's been 2 weeks since my last entry, so there's been variation on whether or not it's painful. So I'd say overall, over the past 2 weeks, not terrible. Not wonderful, certainly, but not terrible. Had a light bout of strep earlier this week, which I think is under control, but every time I'm exposed to mold, it's just, I don't know. I like to think I'm not allergic to anything, but is it an allergic reaction? I don't know. Well, anyway, clearly mold is to be avoided, so lovely. I did get some dental work done, which is primarily why I didn't make a video last week. So it's still a bit sore, but had to be done, so que sera, sera. I still need more dental work done, but we'll see how that goes. I have to play it by ear. I do not like the dentist. Anyway.
Oh, get on with it. Yes, get on with it. Get on with it.
So, news that's going on here. Well, I'm doing a lot of cleaning up around the house and reorganizing things and getting ready to attempt to sell the house. The plan is at this point to sell it to an investor and then rent the house back from the investor for however long it takes to build the other house. So we'll see how that goes. I'm somewhat hopeful. I think it's going to be our best bet, but it's getting towards the end of the season, and as soon as the holidays come around, nobody's going to want to buy a house during the holidays. It's just more headache and hassle than anybody wants to deal with. So I don't know. We'll see. Very limited amount of time here. Mom's leg continues to heal, although there does seem to be some skin irritation, which I'm somewhat concerned about, because I would have thought that would have been healed by now, majoritively. I'm starting to think there might be a secondary, even a tertiary problem that's causing these skin sores to pop up, other than the obvious, which would just be the boot and or the pressure of socks or whatever on existing sores. So yeah, I'm not sure what to think. I don't know. I think I'll reserve judgment for the time being and just be concerned about it. Hopefully it's nothing, but what can you do? Interesting story for this week. Well, let's see. If you are into firearms, you can go to Queensland and make a couple bucks if you're so inclined. Apparently they are paying $10 a pelt for cats. So if you've an inclination or just generally sick of cats, apparently you can go to Queensland and bag a few, and they give you $10 a pop or $5 a kitten, if you can get a pelt off a kitten. And apparently these wild cats are a big problem or something, that they're having an issue with them. But yeah, they're $10 a cat. I don't know, maybe take a page out of David's book and get a laundry basket, turn it upside down, and put a cat that's in heat in it, and then just kind of hide in the bushes and blow away any cats that just happen to come by. I guess it works. I'm not sure how equitable that would be, but whatever. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to think. I guess feral cats are, they don't really have much use other than just killing off whatever native species happen to be around. So more of a nuisance than they're worth. It is what it is. As far as the project this week, I have nothing. I've just been dealing with the dental pain for a full week and a half about now. So it's I haven't really done much of anything. Painkillers make you loopy. Well, anyway, I'm still working on my blanket that I'm making for the back of the couch. Oh, it should be done soon, and I'll post a video of that, of course. But it's definitely coming along. It's a little bit bigger than I thought it would be, as far as length. Perhaps just because it's stretched out slightly. It is very stretchy, so that could be just what the problem is, but I don't know. I guess we'll see when it's done and have the ability to stretch it out fully. But it's definitely fairly attractive, I think, anyway. So we'll see how that goes. I don't really have any other plans necessarily for anything project-wise, so if you'd like to see something in particular, or maybe prepare something, I guess, I don't know. I didn't really want to make it a cooking show, but right now that's about all I really have access to as far as functionality goes, due to the chronic problems. But yeah, I need to be able to do a lot more things. I think once I get moved and have the ability to set up a more permanent situation, I'm going to be doing more fishing. I'll probably put in some fishing videos, maybe some fish recipes that I think are interesting. So we'll go from there. There's also the possibility of crayfish, or crawdads, or mud bugs, or whatever you happen to want to call them. Making something from that too, or a combination of. So we'll see how that goes. I also have plans on setting up a garden, a decent sized garden at the new house. So obviously that's not going to happen over winter, so come spring it has to spend some time doing that. So despite my ill health and willful physicality. We'll have to try it anyway. Recovery is from so much atrophy. I'm sure will be painful and strenuous, to say the very least, but it's gotta happen. So here's to a brighter future, eh?